Eb, we would say, the source of you and the carrying you, but the father and the mother. But this beginning, this Aleph Mem right here, this two-letter etymon is everything. That's whether you believe, whether you have faith, whether you, it is the whole picture from your mom, from being formed in the womb, all the way to emet, truth, knowing the truth. It is the whole course. Aleph Mem is the two-letter etymon of the entire construct of all the words that are most important. But we get our mom from this one little letter. It's a double M. When you see an M that has the little dagesh forte in it, it double speaks an M. You get a MM here, not just Aleph Mem, but Aleph Mem. You're right. You get a double spoken M right there, and we get mom from that right there. Pretty amazing stuff.
Wow.
The Ten Commandments are full of these kind of things. Like you would go, find an example here.
So,
Pesel. It looks like an S right there with a line.
Uh-huh.
That is an S. This is L. Stumbling block. A stumbling block. A crack that you trip on. A place, a catch where, like the rug kind of turns up and everybody always trips over that and gets frustrated, but you never cut it off. That's as bad as this right here. Idle. Not do, not law. There you go. The opposite of God. God is always
the other one.
Aleph Lamed. And you'll see a whole bunch of them here. Wherever God is. Like here you go. Aleph Lamed. El, Elah, Elohim. That's the common word, Elohim, gods. It says not exist. Not he exists. There's the possessive of it. Not he exists. Gods. He isn't multiple gods. He isn't even a trinity. A bunch of false teachings exist here.
By the way, if you want to know why it's not all black like the rest of the stone, in 2004 somebody came up here and poured an entire bucket of Henry's roofing tar on it, smeared it all over it. And then some women from the Dot Yeshua came up here with wire brushes and solvents.
Scrubbed it.
Oh my gosh, and they were able to scrub it and not remove it?
Yeah, this terebinth tree.
A lot of the depth by taking the patina away. And all the green speck and all the other stuff.
This terebinth tree right here was covered with tar and solvent. And it looked like it was just going to die. But it lived.
Well, that's just probably because we come up here every time and dumped a gallon of water on before we left.
Oh yeah, and that's such you got some water down there.
But that's fine because there's only 5 of these trees on this entire mountain. There's that one above it, this one here, and that one there, and then the one further down. Or this one here and the one further down. There's
what kind of tree is it, do you know?
It's not from this area.
Terebinth. Terebinth.
That's what they call it.
Could have been a seed brought from a long distance and placed here, but it is a desert growing tree, but it's not from here.
Not from this desert.
Wow.
Phenomenal, huh?
To say the least.
There's a bunch here. There's so much significance in these words. It's crazy awesome. It makes me amazed that the finger of God wrote it in the stone from the start. And whether that means that the finger of God is his handwriting drawn from the stars is what wrote it, and that it was actually chiseled by Moses, or whether in fact the finger of God descended upon the stone, which I don't want to doubt either. So, in lack of the tablets,
which we can recreate.
We can recreate them, but yeah. The important thing is this: law. Everywhere that you see it, everywhere you see L-A. L-A, L-A,
dot,
L-A,
dot,
L-A. Everywhere you see L-A is law. Law. And it means not. Denial. Refusal.
Like your daughter holding her hand up in your face as she's on the cell phone, not even listening.
Right. Not. Refusal. Don't talk. leave it alone, whatever. It's ignoring. It's
Yeah, so
completely
literally it's not thou shalt not like a command, but just
Deny.
not murder, not lying, not, you know.
Yep.
Doesn't that sound cooler?
Yeah.
Isn't that, yeah.
Yeah.
It isn't and it won't be.
Yeah, denial, just refusal. God, on the other hand, is the opposite of this. So you say like la, and then you see God, El. So you just take not and turn it around. It is to. To or not is the question. God is toward. It's unavoidable. It's inevitable. It is the goal. It's what's going on. It's the current. It's the trend. And if you're in that flow, God is where you're going. If you can just plain accept it, you're going to God. If you fight it, you say no, not, refuse. I'm going to fight this. I'm going to push against it. I'm going to frustrate this. It's in fact your waste. You are wasting your mind and your concentration and your effort and your words. And as much as you deny and refuse that not, it is what this is all about. Well, it goes away with whatever was not.
Does it have consequences?
Waste, loss, wasted time, wasted thought, wasted energy, wasted means, wasted
Life.
yeah. That's the difference between the good news that you've accepted it. It's okay. It's all right. It's meant to be. God's on the throne. It's what's going on, and nothing but God can result. God's planet and to this end.
Whoa, this is...
And that's why the great thing here is not it exists. Haya exists. This is the same thing, Ehaya, that he said out of the burning bush. He basically said, I exist. I exist. You know? But he's saying, but it's in the singular. The Aleph, Haya, Ehaya, I exist. But this is Yud, he, third person, he exists. Not he exists. God's plural. Elohim. That Yim is a plural. Elah would be single, goal, objective. Like the store, the beer, the food that you ordered. It was all Elah. What I made that call for, what I'm waiting for, what I'm looking forward to. That's Elah. Elohim is multiple ones. To have like juggling gods, juggling goals, objectives. But that's not what he's about. He's got one focus. Yeah, it's just phenomenal. You can go through here, but everywhere